Like what you see? Howdy. Today's video, it's about my favorite GoPro mount. This bad boy here. It looks super silly. I don't even know what I could describe it as, but we were riding one time and I usually keep this in my back pocket with the legs sticking out, like so. Someone's like, is that a Barbie doll in your back pocket with the legs? And I was like, nah, it's a GoPro mount. And at that point I was like, but it works great. GoPro mounts, they fall into two buckets in my mind. You got the static mounts and dynamic mounts. Hey, it's a static mount. It's attached to something and the footage is locked in that one location, like the handlebars of your bike, chest mount, helmet mount. The drawback with those mounts is that they can't be moved while riding easily, at least. So the footage kind of can get pretty boring pretty quick because you're just looking at that one angle. I do agree some of the chest mount footage that like Safa Brian makes is just, that is ridiculous. It's just, the locations are so epic that the footage is always gonna look good. The other drawback with static mounts is you can, if they're attached to the bike, all this road vibration just seems to creep in no matter how smooth the road is, especially when you've got a static mount on a road bike. So they're good, but those are the drawbacks. Dynamic mounts like this, I think that's where the party's at. You can move the GoPro wherever you want pretty quickly. This thing acts as a selfie mount. This thing works great as a vlogging rig because it takes your grubby mitts out of the shot. Also, if you hand it to one of your mates to film a bit for you, it also takes their grubby mitts out of the shot. So it's really a win-win. You can chuck it in your mouth, which is what it's for, and get stable footage because your head is one of the most stable things while riding in any direction. Or you can go left, right, up, down. It just works like a treat. Yeah, this does get pretty unsanitary and manky because you're chewing on it all ride, but hey, this thing works. Also, you can whip it away in your back pocket pretty quickly and get on with the ride. No matter how fast or slow the ride is, this thing kind of works into that whole riding and filming weird workflow space that I fall into. It's also pretty damn cheap. I got it off eBay for, I don't know, probably under 20 bucks. The only thing I would do is probably paint it black so it's a bit less conspicuous and fits in with the rest of my gear. There's only two drawbacks to this mount. The first is if it's in your rear pocket like this and you put a gilet or a vest over it, it's really hard to get the vest zipped up because these legs are naturally sticking out. So it's kind of hard to carry. The second is more of like a safety issue. If you fall off your bike and your back hits the ground and this is between the road and your spine, then something's gonna give. And this thing's pretty solid, so you could probably do some serious damage to your back. I've had an unfortunate crash before where I rolled off a car bonnet and this diabetic canister was stuck between my spine and the road. The canister cracked, but mate, my back was bloody sore. So if the same thing sort of happens with this, I don't really want to know the outcome because this thing is bloody solid. And maybe a safer way to carry it would be if you're running a front bum bag on your bike. Anyway, that is my 2 cents on this mount. Fully would recommend it. I'll put a link in the description. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to my mountain bike ride now. Like, subscribe, it really helps this channel out. Tell me what you thought about this. Catch you later.